welcome back to Rick's Cards, TTM number 38. And I hope you like that new intro. We're trying a little experiment here and see if we get a little more professional for you guys. And it'll probably never happen, but I'll try. Anyway, since the last time I talked to you, I got a new grandson, Nolan Thomas. And my son, it's their second child. And that gives me 4 grandchildren here in my blessed life. So welcome them into the world. Nolan Thomas, the next ball player. His brother, who's 4 years old, is already playing t-ball, and he hits the ball really good. And his dad played professional ball in Europe, my son, so he's going to get a good coach for him. And I'll try not to mess him up. Anyway, let's get started here. We got a few TTMs in here today, and we'll give them right off the bat. We got a lot of firsts, so let's start off with this. Let's do a trivia. If you can be the first one, let's say the first one to answer this trivia question in the comments section, or just go ahead and answer the trivia question, and I'll put you in a hat, and we'll give away an autographed card if you can answer it. The correct answers I'll put in a hat, and we'll draw them out or put them on a wheel and do it that way. So we're pushing 94 subs now, so we're trying to get to that 100 mark. Maybe this will help. Here's a trivia question for you. The most hits in a game is 7. It was done by 2 players. Name both of them, and you'll be one of the winners. Okay? So let's try that and see what happens. See if we can get to that 100 mark. Our first TTM coming in from, looks like North Texas, Dallas, Texas. See if I can adjust my light here a little bit. All right. This is a 1 of 1. It's my first golf return. It took 28 days, and it's from Lanny Watkins. Mr. Watkins signed this 90 Pro set for me in black. Looks very good. He also inscribed Hall of Fame 09. So I thank you, Mr. Lanny Watkins. I sent a bunch of golf cards out, so we'll see what happens. This is another first I got coming. It's coming in from Santa Clarita, California. And it is a 3 of 3, and it's an Olympic return. Took 5 days only, and it's from gold medalist John Neighbors. He signed this 90 Hall of Fame card in blue Sharpie, and he also signed 2 index cards for me. So thank you, Mr. John Neighbor. Only took 5 days for that return. Very nice. I love the short-term returns. Okay, another first. I might have had one other one, but this one's coming out of, looks like it was a very long return long ago. Coming out of Seattle, Washington. I know it was long ago because it was the Yogi Berra stamps, and I haven't used those in a while. This took 72 days. It's a football return. 3 of 3. Jeff Yeager. Kicker for the Oakland Raiders back then. Inscribed it with his number 18. The game day cards, these tall ones. Shout out to Media Marauder. He loves these. I've only got one other card, tall boys like this, and that's Howie Long, and he don't sign. Anyway, Yeager also signed 2 index cards for me with his numbers on them. So I thank you, Mr. Yeager, one of my first football returns. Okay, next one coming out. This is a very first return. A lot of firsts coming in here. This one is coming out of St. Paul, Minnesota. It was a while ago. It's still got my Christmas tree stamp on there. It's a 1 of 1. It took 60 days. And my first hockey return comes from Rob Stauber. Kings goaltender. This is a 1991 Upper Deck. And he signed it in ballpoint pen there in the right, upper right. So thank you, Mr. Stauber, being my very first hockey return. Trying to be a little variety here, sending stuff out. So we'll get back to baseball right now. This is a 4 of 4. Took 30 days. Coming out of St. Louis, Missouri. And like I said, it took 30 days, and it's coming from Mr. Al Raboski. He signed this 2001 Archives, 1971 Archives, out of 2001 actually came out. Signed that beauty. He's got a nice signature. He also signed 2 Major League Fireman leader cards, which I'm going to send out to Mr. Rich Gossage and get him to sign the other half. And I'll have 2 of them, maybe one for a trade or a giveaway. So thank you, Mr. Raboski. Oh, he also signed this. I didn't send this to him. He sent this. It's the decal here, sticker that he signed. I don't know where he got it. It wasn't me. You can actually see my reflection in it. Shout out to Media Marauder, who tried to send those out for our contests and they wouldn't count. So Mr. Raboski sent me one on his own. Thank you, Al. Okay, next one coming out. 1 of 1. He only does 1. This is actually coming out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Took 27 days. And I've sent him a couple of times, and he only does 1 at a time. So this is the Record Breaker 79 Tops for Mr. Ron Guidry. I had to get the Record Breaker one signed. Like I said, it's a 79 Tops. Thank you, Mr. Ron Guidry. And let's see what we got here now. Next is one that I'm working on. It's a Top Prospects 4 of 4. And let's see here. It's the 92 Tops, and this one is signed by Tom Reddington. I already had Craig Paquette sign in the upper right. And Mr. Reddington signed below there in the left-hand corner. The other 2 guys do sign, and I'm going to be sending it right out to them. And maybe get a quad return here. Be very cool to do. So thank you, Mr. Reddington. There's a show, Reddington. That's, I forget the name of it, but anyway. Okay, we got 2 more coming here. Next one coming out of North Texas, Dallas, Texas. Lots of ball players live there. Lots of athletes live in Texas. And this is a 4 of 4. Took 17 days. And it is from Bobby Witt. Mr. Witt signed 2 91 Tops. I was sending these out for the contest, and then they just got back. So he signed 2 91s. And he signed 2 91 Donruss. So thank you, Mr. Bobby Witt. I wish his buddy Mike Witt would sign, but for some reason I can't get an address for him. Anybody has a good one for him, let me know. So thank you, Mr. Bobby Witt. And last but not least, coming out of Philadelphia, PA, this is a 26 days, a 1 of 1. And I had to do it. I haven't done it yet, and I see everybody's getting him and paying the $10, and so I ponied up, and it's Bill Mazeroski. Got him on the 69 Tops. I thought this was the perfect card to have him sign. And that's a good one. Hall of Famer into my PC. Thank you, Maz, for that. And that will do it. So, again, hit that like button. Sub if you haven't already. Tell your friends and fellow YouTubers to hit me up. And give me a comment. And then comment on the most hits in a game, which is 2 guys have done it. That have hit 7 hits in a game. So there are 2 men that have done that. Put that in the comments, and we'll put you in a hat and give you a card autographed that I'm sure you won't have. Anyway, until next time, always hustle. You never know who's watching. Bye.